Thank you for tuning in to Entertain the Geeky, your source for nerd news.
Guys, what's going on? Chris and Roger here.
What's going on, Chris?
Man, we are here to bring you the latest and greatest in nerd news.
Like, again, it's a big week.
It's a good week.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's get the big one out of the way. Rogue One came out. We're gonna do.
We'll do a full spoiler
Star
review.
Wars.
We're gonna give that one. I want to give it a week before we launch a spoiler thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's kind of a tool move.
So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about that next episode. But it did come out. It's killing it in the box office.
It's an awesome movie.
I haven't seen it yet. Chris went and saw it literally 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I 30 minutes ago I was leaving the theater.
So he's still high on this movie.
It was very, very good.
And that's what I'm reading. I'm reading all the stuff, and there's a lot of. I think the funniest thing I saw was I will remain nameless news source was like, I can't believe this movie had a lot of war in it. Like,
good.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
Star Wars.
I get that the 7 movies now have been more about the family drama, but there is a war going on throughout these movies.
A New Hope, you have a rebellion bombing a giant battle station. The whole movie focuses on that.
Right. Did you, real quickly, she did a new How It Should Have Ended for Star Wars special edition.
Oh, yeah?
And their new thing was, the Death Star, when the Death Star's approaching the Yavin 4 moon base, they're like, we'll be there in 30 minutes, and Grand Moff Tarkin goes, or you could just light speed and go right there now. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Jump into hyperspace.
And then, of course, there's that general, the general just Leia's stupid because instead of transmitting the plans from the Falcon, she takes them straight to the hidden base, even though she knew she was being tracked.
You know what though? Like one of the things that I was thinking about today, as I'm watching this movie and people are jumping into hyperspace, how freaking dangerous that could be.
Han Solo said it the first time. Jumping into hyperspace is not like flying in a farm boy. You can run through an asteroid field or hit a planet. There's plenty of dangerous things.
You just pop up. Bloop. I'm in the wrong spot. Yep. I ran into a Star Destroyer.
Mm-hmm. Ran through a Star Destroyer?
Yeah, what if you pop up basically in the middle of it?
Yeah, or what if you're going at light speed this way to the left and the Star Destroyer is going up and you two meet in the middle?
You get T-boned?
Yeah. You think AAA is going to cover that insurance claim?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They're going to be like, why'd you go into hyperspace?
I think I have the new State Farm commercial lined up ready to go now.
And then you got some news on Power Rangers.
Yeah. If you guys don't want to know anything about the Power Ranger movie, close down for like 5 minutes here. Chris and I are going to talk about this. I'll give you a second.
All right, time's up.
Time's up. So, last week we talked about the fact that Rita Repulsa had the Green Ranger symbol in her staff. Yeah. And we thought, well, maybe that's because she was going to make the Green Ranger in this movie. Yep. Well, it comes out that she was the Green Ranger.
What was the source for that, by the way?
Buzz News. I just found it on Facebook and Reddit. So the storyline goes like this. She was the Green Ranger. She's the one that killed the old Rangers because she turned to Zed. So Lord Zed's going to be in the movie. And his little gold mine, or gold mare, whatever the guy's name was, is going to be in the movie as well. Yeah, Goldar.
That was Rita's first.
Yeah, and then when Zed showed up, he's like, "Oh, Lord Zed, oh, your war.
I'm so happy to see you."
Right. That. So we're getting that, and I like this. I like the idea of Rita being an old Ranger and going to the dark side, in lack of a better term.
The dark side of Power Rangers.
No, she does, and I don't know if Zed's going to be free or if the movie's about freeing Zed. Also, putties are going to show up.
Good.
Putties will be in the movie.
Power Rangers without the putty lackeys.
Right. So they're going to be in there. They're going to kick a lot of putty butt.
Putty butt.
Putty butt. Yeah, I'm getting more and more excited for this movie as details keep coming out. Also, did you see the actor who played Kylo Ren came out? Disney is toying with the idea of not doing an Episode 8 trailer.
That'd be cool.
Like, just here's the movie poster, here's the release date, no trailer, no nothing.
That'd be awesome.
And the actor who played Kylo Ren is on board. He says, I think it'd be really good. It gives nothing away. No special effects, no shots, none of that. It's just, here's the date, here's when it comes out.
What if the movie poster just said Star Wars Episode 8 and that Star Wars font and then a date?
Yeah.
Not even any pictures
No,
of it.
like...
How funny would that be?
It would be so interesting, but then you truly are... Like, what Disney is saying with this, without needing a trailer, is we know people are going to see this movie. We don't need to show them anything about it. It's already set. We're going to make $1 bajillion. So why spend the money on advertising?
We're going to make another $1 trillion on this movie.
Yeah, so why spend the money on advertising? Money you don't need.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of needed Episode 7 trailers. Like, you needed to show what Disney and this whole non-George Lucas Star Wars universe was going to be.
No,
like.
that was a big deal because that was,
Yeah, now you don't. Now we know that Episode 7 was a success, whether you and I like it or not. I mean, we didn't hate it enough for us not to go see Episode 8.
Or not to go see Rogue One.
No, well, I was more excited for Rogue One than I was Episode 8.
Rogue One is arguably the best Star Wars movie they've ever made.
Wow.
Yeah.
Better than Empire?
Yeah.
Wow. Better than Jedi?
Yeah. So in all the Star Wars movies, this is something they've kept true to. They do silly little things, and it's little things to try to be funny or whatever. And at first, they felt like they belonged. They did them in this movie, and it didn't belong.
Okay.
That's really, there's that and a couple of stupid cameos that didn't need to be made.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, there's really one cameo that didn't need to be made. Outside of that, awesome flick, best Star Wars movie I think I've ever seen.
So yeah, we'll be talking about that. Let's see what else we got going on. So the trailer. I know you and I don't watch the show, but the trailer for Part 2 of Season 7 of The Walking Dead dropped.
Yeah,
and it looks interesting.
Their ratings are starting to pick back up again too.
They are. It seems like fans have gotten back on board after hearing how ruthless Negan is.
Everybody cried about it. Like, I had a buddy post something on Facebook about it, and he's like, The Walking Dead needs to get it together. And I'm like, dude.
No, my issue with The Walking Dead has lately and I haven't watched since season 6 or 5, has been it fell into that we know X character is safe. And seeing Negan come in and shake that up makes me kind of want to go back and watch the show.
That's how it's supposed to be, though. That's how the comic is written.
Yeah, I mean, Robert Kirkman has said time and time again that Rick probably won't make it to the final issue. And I think that's interesting.
Everyone dies.
Yeah, that would be neat. But yeah, they've got the roamers, which are super zombies, I guess, showing up in the show. They've got Negan, like Rick finally stood up to Negan at the end of this half. So it looks really good. On a sad note, though, I just realized that we only have 13 episodes left of Game of Thrones before that's over.
Yeah, and I think with the new season of Game of Thrones, I think we might do like a weekly spot.
A weekly recap?
Yeah. Where we show Game of Thrones some love, because that's something that we've neglected a bit.
And I actually really enjoy the show.
No, the show's very good.
My problem is I can't tell you main characters' names, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I'm not a names person, I'm a faces person.
Right,
so
exactly.
I'm like the blonde lady.
Yeah, the blonde lady. That one lady. One with the dragons.
The guy that doesn't have a hand.
We also got a little more look at Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, we did.
And instead of it looking like it's Thor like stopping the end of his thing, it looks more like it's a road trip movie with the Hulk and Thor.
Yeah.
Which I'm really excited for.
Thor Ragnarok,
like the comic.
It was Fear itself.
Yeah.
Is what the comic was.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
You didn't like Fear itself?
It had a couple of like points in the comic. Like there's a point where Captain America takes up Mjolnir and just starts wrecking stuff.
He'd be the only one worthy enough to lift it.
That's arguable.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Captain America could do it, but technically Thor's arrogant and this, that, and the other, and probably isn't worthy to have it himself.
Real quickly, I know this doesn't fall in our news, but I'm going to tell you, I watched Civil War. I finally watched your copy of Civil War. Yeah.
It's a cool flick. It's not life-changing.
Okay. It was okay. I felt very much... at the end, I was like, I don't understand why... Like, I don't understand why they were fighting, to be honest with you. I watched it. I got the sign this, sign that. Then, oh, here we go, spoiler. Bucky killed Tony Stark's parents. But to hear Tony Stark at the end say, you don't deserve that shield, my daddy made it. I was done. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm out.
You got to think, though, at that point, he just got the tar beat out of him. He's grabbing at straws. He's like, my dad made that and your friend got him dead.
That's not Tony Stark, though. Like the Tony Stark we get is very rational, especially in the films. It's very rational, very thought-provoking, and would go on the side of Bucky saying, I know that wasn't you. Yes, I'm emotional that you killed my parents, that you physically killed my parents. But I get that wasn't you. And he wouldn't take it out on Bucky. He would take it out on the guy that sent Bucky to do it. Or he would just down a fit to Jim Beam.
So,
I mean...
What I don't like about it is we've got... The villain in it was stupid.
Yeah,
some random guy. Because literally, that's all he was. He wasn't some super genius. He wasn't any... He was some random guy who was irritated.
Yeah, there was a lot about that movie that I just didn't like. But I did like the fight scenes. And Scarlett Johansson was perfect as always.
I had one issue with one of the fight scenes in it.
Which one?
It's when Captain America pulls Spider-Man and just kind of flings him like a rag doll.
Well,
hate to break it to you, folks. Spider-Man's strength is on par with Thor. Captain America couldn't fling him around like a rag doll. Couldn't happen.
I do think Spider-Man was the best part of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And the trailers for Homecoming
look really good.
And I saw them on the big screen today, and it was even more exciting.
Was it?
Yes. And I told you, Old Man Logan, like, seeing that trailer today, it was like 15 comic book movie trailers. And Old Man Logan, I was like, those first couple of notes of Johnny Cash's Hurt, and I was like, ha!
Oh. Totally switching.
Off kilter shoot.
Super Mario Run dropped for the iPhone.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Endless Runner?
It's levels.
Okay.
But yeah, it's got that Endless Runner formula. It's like old school Mario, 2D side scroller, jump. No fireball. It's just mushroom and star.
Okay.
But I beat it in like 3 hours. And now I'm just doing the runs against other players. And you build your own little mushroom kingdom?
Really?
Oh my god, it's so much fun.
Who has the greatest mushroom kingdom?
It'll be me.
Okay.
It'll be me.
Yeah, I don't have an iPhone.
Well, you lost. And then finally, before we head out of here on Nerd News segment, this is more for me than you and most young people. Classic episodes of Unsolved Mysteries are coming back to Amazon with updated material.
I love that you say, that show terrified me
in
such a way when I was a kid because my mom would watch it.
Yes.
And I was like, Mom, you can't watch this. As soon as the music would start, I'd be like, no. You cover your ears, close your eyes, and you're like, this is bad. This is evil.
And then the host is like smoky, steely voice. On February 14th, 1984. And you're just like, oh, some stuff is going down.
She killed him and his family,
but
then vanished.
But was it a she? Or
This
was
is
it
Unsolved
something
Mysteries.
from beyond?
And that, the death music?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for this. And the fact that they're going back and re-investigating these cases to give new material. Maybe some of them is no longer unsolved.
Really?
Who knows? Yeah, look forward to that coming on Amazon.
Huh.
And
interesting.
One more thing, just because it baffles me, and I just read it like 10 minutes ago, like literally when we started this podcast. Netflix has been nominated for 17 SAG Awards for their original programming.
Because it's good.
No, I'm not disagreeing that it's good. It's phenomenal. I find it very interesting that this really, I feel, will be the future of TV.
Oh, yeah.
Like Netflix style. And if I was cable companies, I would be freaking out right now.
Well, what cable companies could do, and what would be intelligent, is to have a Netflix option built into your cable.
Yeah.
Like, they could work something out with Netflix. Like, hey, you get X amount of dollars a month, our people get to stream just for having the cable service.
Yeah, I think that would work. Also, get on board with all the other networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, that are doing their streaming services.
Yeah.
And do the same thing with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I honestly, I watch so much Netflix that the only time I turn my cable on is for hockey or Game of Thrones at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'll turn mine on right now for like 25 days of Christmas. Or whatever.
Whatever, I have Netflix for Christmas movies.
Well, no, but Netflix it's picked through. Like, they don't have that much that's super great right now.
Really? Have you hopped on it?
Like 2 days ago.
Christmas?
Yeah, there's a couple of good things in there. I'm not saying that it's all crap, but like, every year at Christmas time, what's a movie that you have to watch?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I don't think that's on there.
I own it. I'm good.
Okay.
No,
A Christmas Story is not on there.
Own it. I'm good.
Yeah, so do I.
And yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, but, TBS does still show it 24 hours of A Christmas Story.
Doesn't matter. Not everybody has TBS. I do. But not everybody does.
That's fair.
All right. So we're going to wrap it up on that note, guys. Do me a favor. Go to beastescaperoom.com.
Enter the promo code Geeky.
And you get 20% off.
How much?
20%!
Yeah.
Off of your next escape room experience. Also, the website is still under construction, and we will officially have awesome new YouTube content in January.
First of the year. Yeah, the first of the year, Entertain the Geeky is going through what I like to call a rebranding phase.
It's rebirth.
It's a rebirth. We're aborting the old and bringing in the new.
So we're super stoked about that. Go ahead and go to our Facebook page. Give us a like. We need your love. We want to talk to you on there. Go on Twitter. We are Entertaining Geeky there. Go to Instagram. We're on there. We're not as active as we should be, but we're changing that.
At the beginning of the year.
We post little gems here and there, and that's all that really matters. And we're on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Start listening to the podcast. Give us a couple likes on the episodes that you like. Give us a little comment, man. We want to talk to you guys.
That's all we want to do is talk to you guys.
Well, I mean, like, we have a bunch of people that listen to the show, and you listen, and this is a conversation. It's not just to be had between me and Roger.
Trust me, we would rather talk to you than each other.
So, chime in, put in your 2 cents. Roger, do you have anything to part them with?
Live long and prosper?
May the force be with you.
That's your thing.
Stay geeky.